Hello friends, welcome to AVKS. We are going to discuss paper 2 question paper today. See, this discussion is important from the point of view of exam because paper 2 don't have a fixed syllabus. Like in case of paper 1 we have polity, we have history where we know that some part of questions are from ancient and some from modern and some from medieval, right? That is not the case with paper 2. Paper 2 don't have any fixed syllabus where you can refer to. You can have books which we can read, right? So you need to find out what kind of pattern the question paper is having, and you need to work out based on that where should I find my resources, how should I read, right? So it is very important to understand what is the pattern of the question paper, right? So if in simple terms, if you really want to talk, there are basically 6 questions, right? And 5 of them you have to write extensively. They are subjective. The last one is grammar part. It is a 1 mark single question, right, which you have to answer correctly. If you get it correct, you will get 1 mark. Now that is the portion, like I am starting from the end of the question paper, but we need to understand that the grammar part is a really wonderful part. If you have command over that grammar part, you can really score well, because there if you get it right, you will get full marks. Otherwise, how much you put efforts on essay, still you are not going to get full marks, right? In fact, the maximum marks a student can get out of 20 is like 12, not more than that, right? So first let's try to understand what is the pattern from the start. So first question is of essay. That is the biggest part of your paper question wise. The first question consists of 6 essays in total, out of which you have to attempt 4 of them, right? Each essay consists of 20 marks. So if you write 4 essays, you are getting 80 marks. So you need to understand, out of 200 marks paper, which is of 3 hours, 80 marks are allocated separately only for essays, right? Now essay is the only question where you have choice. Like they give you 6, out of which you have to write 4. At the same time, they also give you choice of language. Either you can write in English or in Hindi, right? Now, obviously, most of you watching this channel belongs to English medium, so you don't have issue of language. But you have choice from how much you can write, how much. Like out of 6, you have to write 4, right? Then the next question is of argument. Essay is the only question where you have choice. After that, every question is compulsory. So after essay, the next part is argument. They give you 2 arguments. You have to write both of them. Each argument is of 20 marks. So total 40 marks, right? Now essay is something we understand. All these years we have written a lot of essays in our academics, right? So we know a little bit about essay. Rest we will discuss in separate sessions, right? Then comes argument, where you have to write for and against both in the answer, right? You have to write a small intro, then you have to write points in favor of the argument and points against the argument, and then a small conclusion. Then comes the third question, and that is report writing, right? The way report are written by the journalist in the newspaper, a bit of similar with some information. It should be more technical, it should be fact based. You don't have to put any kind of conclusion or your own opinion there, which we will learn eventually, right? Then there is report writing. You have to write 2 reports, 10 marks each, total 20 marks, compulsory. You have to write both of them, both argument, both report. Then comes one précis. A whole paragraph is given, you have to make it 1/3, right? Then comes comprehension. Comprehension is given. Based on that, you have got some 5 questions, 4 questions. You have to answer them accordingly, right? Each question consists of 5 marks, I think. And then the last part is grammar, which we have discussed initially. 1 marker, some 25 questions, total 200 marks, right? Essay 80, argument 40, 120, report 20, 140, then précis 15 and argument 20, and then 25 marks for grammar. The total calculation is 200 marks. Total timing is 3 hours, and you have to finish the whole paper. This is how the pattern of paper 2 works. How to deal with that, we will look in the next video. If you have got any questions, just let us know. in the comment box. We'll be answering them in separate video. Okay. So all the very best. Try to understand it. If you have got any doubts, you can definitely ask. Thank you.